EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
For Dallas.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor? Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one good for 26 and a first down. I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play. Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Prescott on first down. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete? Yeah. What happened? During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it. 6 points go by the wayside on that one. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
4th down.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. Prescott. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. The Cowboys about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
21, 39, 51, stop!
Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They run. It's Gurley. Running right through him. And he'll have this past the 30. Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan to throw. Completes his short throw to Stocker. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now Gurley. And they take him down 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
29-yard line.
Here's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Seemed like Dak certainly made the right read there to hand it off to Zeke.
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a symbiotic, synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses in a lot of stress.
I got to tell you, I've never heard synergistic before, but I guess that works, right?
It does on this game.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 8.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Ryan. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Open man, it's Stocker. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
22. Hey, 59, ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. This is Tony Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are, and what I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
Again, it's Elliott. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
First down, Dallas.
Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Prescott.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Cooper's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get two more. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0.
Falcons 14. Cowboys nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Down by DeMonte Casey. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Room here to run. Gets through, and now an opening. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott, 74 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Ball carrier.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And a grab over the middle by Stocker. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Ryan to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.